friend's house with some.
It was at my school. In year 8, in the language box toilets. I go to a girls' school.
Yeah, Avon Valley School.
So I think you can build the picture from there, and for some reason I had decided that
went into the hedge.
it was the dumb thing at the time.
So we've got loads of little talk about
I heard rumours around the school that she liked women and she fancied her. She came with her it was like shoving a sofa up there.
I remember thinking, this is really this is boring, where will this end? And then probably the best thing about it was when I sat up and my headache had gone.
Oh, do you remember? It's not an experience you ever forget. It's more... actually, it's probably... more like an animal, a creature of some sort. It was such a miraculous thing and such a... dare I say it? Pleasurable thing for me. See this little thing. Oh, I was excited. I was apprehensive. I was entering into the unknown. I just did not know how. I had to monitor this woman, right? I was learning midwifery at the time, so I had to monitor the right from the beginning of the labour pains. We had to teach them about pain levels, you know, levels of pain, thresholds or whatever. There are 3 different stages of delivery. There are times when you have to push. And times when you strictly mustn't. He told me I was doing it wrong. Pushing up instead of down. I remember saying to him, squeeze my hand, squeeze my hand! And he was like, oh, I am bloody squeezing your hand. And so I said, you're not squeezing hard enough, you prick! And oh yes, that's right. I remember the doctor or midwife or whatever it is. They are saying to me, push, push, push. And I was obviously like, I won't judge you. I don't know how to push. And they said, push as if you were shitting a brick. I'm teaching a new reception class. They have a cupcake label and a draw label and a special place to keep all their things. They settle down really, really quickly and really happily. obviously, we greet them at the door. Angry. Just smile. All the time. We had a happy class. In a happy place. Come on, everyone. A happy class. In a happy place. I cried and I cried and I cried because all the other kids, they didn't really like me. I didn't particularly enjoy it at first because Mum said it would be a fun thing. But it wasn't. I was a bit of a teacher's pet. I was as close to a perfect schoolgirl as you possibly could get. I was perfect. She's perfect. I am perfect. She's definitely perfect. House points. I always sat up. I always said please and thank you. I always held the door open for teachers. I always volunteered to do jobs. I went really jobs. My work was always immaculately neat, and I never got in trouble. I was such a good girl.
Who was allergic to everything? I used to carry the town around with me. I'll remember what to do. I'll wet myself. Just left the puddle.
He's cheating again. We were horrible. Right, I once picked my nose and I wiped it on somebody's back just because we didn't know what to do with it. Right away, we used to pretend that we had spray. And we used to spray it at people that we thought had no, people are not already today. Nits. Oh my god! Vividly. I remember my first kiss very, very vividly. I was 14, but I'd lied and said that I was 16. I was at a party. Yeah. Yeah. Like a house party. It was just the most delicious thing in the world. Everyone started screaming. Like, you know, girls do, being all like, oh my god! Oh my god! I feel like we had a connection, though. Like, shut up, guys, shut up. Like, he'd always come and hold my hand in between lessons and stuff. But he told me that it had to be our little secret.
One. He had the
most vinegary lips, and his hands were so sweaty, and when we held hands it was just like sweat and vinegar everywhere, and he started digging his tooth into like my lip, like right here, like right in my lip. So I turned around and opened my eyes, only to realise that his eyes were open too. So he was just like staring at my face, and he looked like a beetle. A sweaty, vinegary beetle in my face, on my lip. It was horrible, just so horrible.
Like, you might not believe me, but it hasn't happened. I mean, look at me. It's not like I don't want to be kissed. I've just never been in the right moment or whatever to kiss someone. I've practiced on the back of my anthem. I've read all the magazines. Yeah, I've Googled it a few times, so I know all the tips. You have to, like, avoid too much tongue and let him take the lead.
Mum was there actually. My mates were all like, do it, do it, do it! Keep it all from me. I was scared of burping in her mouth. My mate bit her tongue when he kissed her, and she just was like bleeding, and he ended up in A&E with her for 3 hours. Bell end.
I thought it was naughty to have a crush. I mean, I used to ask my mother permission to hold hands. I never had one.
Well, well, well. Believe it or not, mine lasted, what, a good, like, 10 minutes? It was with this fit Latina girl, right? Walking past school, past a little Parky Manaki. Oh, tongue, bit of tit and everything. Mate, it was live, you don't know.
Like, probably what? I don't think I can tell you this. It's with a heart. I don't fancy all girls, I just don't fancy a girl. You know, we kissed and it was nice. Mine was actually quite recently. Yeah, it was really good. They walked me like home, but not all the way, because Mum's in it. You know, it would have been awkward, because you know. And they kissed me, and it was like, I don't know. Do you know when it just feels right and it just clicked? I don't know. I mean, laugh all you want. Butterflies, definitely. It happens. It's happened. It's my birthday! Mum, let me bring some like whipping and stuff. Is that alright? I'll just put them back there. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh my god, I love your dress.
Saturday night. It's my 14th birthday. I was 13. It's so embarrassing.
We had, well, there was shad, some sours, some sambuca, some tequila, some orange liquid, orange liqueur, some Baileys, and an unmarked plastic bottle with clear stuff in it, which we assumed was probably Yeah, that vodka. It doesn't smell like vodka. It's not that bad. And we passed around each other. Oh my god, she won't do it. We've done it. You have to drink it, it's my birthday. Yeah, bitch.
And we drank it all! I don't remember anything except I threw up.
They were all being sick in saucepans, but there wasn't any saucepans left for me. So I had to just like my mouth around plastic cup. And then I was being sick in one plastic cup. And then the next one. And I was wearing my bra. I'm not drunk, I'm just giggly. And in the morning, my mum came to pick me up and I didn't want to tell her that I'd been drinking. So I was just like, I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. I didn't sleep. There was always sick somewhere. People usually gather by a bin or a bucket on my floor. I used to have this like bucket and it would always end up with stuff in it like sick and cigarette butts and bottles, and then people would always leave weird stuff like socks and sunglasses, and then the next day my mum would just be like, "Why is there a bra behind my sofa?"
You always do it, but you never do it quite well enough, so... your parents always know. There's always so many bottles, and I get paranoid. Where do I put them?
I had to paint the walls once. And then these guys started surfing down my stairs on the ironing board. And then they put like 6 blocks of cheese in the freezer. freezer. And we didn't find out for ages afterwards, so we just had like masses and masses of frozen cheese. Idiots. It's just sex, to be honest.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was with a nicer girl, but she's that. Absolutely crazy about him. I'd liked him for absolutely ages.
I was nervous about it. You see, I'm not exactly the most attractive of ladies, and I didn't really know what to do either, because it's all a bit strange, and like, after, I was like, freaking out, because it was like, he was judging me.
I think after the first time, there's definitely just this unspoken sense of disappointment.
Shut up! I was over the moon. I was ecstatic, elated, delighted. Happy. I was so happy. I am just so happy.
They say fireworks! Stars are gonna shine!
Ah.
It'll be romantic!
Touch paradise. Ooh la la. Really? Really?
Great! In actual fact, it's just a bit of a letdown. You know, it's if I'm honest, I think that'd be weird.
Hi, I'm Karen, and I'm a family planning nurse. The title can be a bit misleading, but it means I help people like yourselves that want to know things about the birds and the bees, or in other words, sex. To be honest, you don't tend to get that many people come to talk to me about first-time sex. They're already well on their way, you know. I won't lie to you. Sex is quite a pleasant thing. But at the end of the day, although I'm here to advise, it's all about what the individual wants. You know what you do in that department individually. So, how may I help you?
I was absolutely wankered.
What?
Off my face. Fucking out of it. I had sex on the first team pitch. Yeah, on the pitch. Right under the posts, actually. Way. I stuck my fingers in. Started pushing until she gave a scream, and then I just pushed.
Baby, baby. Push it. Baby, baby. Do, 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 do,
Mine was in my bedroom. In my bed. I'm so self-conscious, like, turn the lights out, turn the lights out. I was really worried I'd be, like, shit. I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing. So it was a bit fumbly, and stuff keeps coming, and you just have to shake it up and down like a maraca. Yeah, like ketchup bowls. Panicked.
I am so sorry. stay.
It
It
might
might
steam out.
Like,
I think I was more worried about me than
I was funny the next day.
Oh, no. Like a virgin.
Touch for the very first time.
I don't know what to say because I haven't had sex.
like a
Everyone expected that I had, you know, but I guess I just don't feel comfortable in myself to do it. You know, and I know it's not a big deal to a lot of people, but I want to meet the right person. Yeah. Someone who won't judge. Yeah, it's not exactly like I've ever heard anything that's made me be all,
Yeah, I have to have sex.
because I clearly don't know what I'm missing out on. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm not nervous about it. Yeah, it's fine.
You see, that's the situation here at the clinic. It's all highly confidential. Your secrets are safe with me. Shit.
I lose everything, Mum. Nothing has my name in it. Mum!
I get worried. Maybe I usually go, oh shit, where is it?
Mum!
And I try to think where it is. And go to where it is. And ask people where it is.
Lost it. I've lost my keys and oh, now I've got to lock my sister in the house, you know. Losing things can be quite frustrating.
I hate it when you know where it is, but it's not there. Or when you put it in a safe place, and then you forget where that safe place is. It's just so annoying. I think the last thing I lost was my grandma. Yeah, my grandma, and it was 1977, so I was probably about 13 at the time, and I can remember my grandma being very, very poorly, and she was taken into hospital, and it got to the stage where I wasn't allowed to go and visit her anymore. But then one weekend she perked up.
And because my mum and my dad are obviously separate, I used to sometimes see my dad on Sundays. And one Sunday he said,
It's a good time to go and see Grandma.
and so we went. And it was just me and my dad, without my stepmom. Just me and my dad. And I think it was Derby City Hospital or Derby Infirmary. I can't remember now.
But we did go and see her. And she was actually really, really poorly. The doctors had told us that she'd taken a backward step. And so we went and said goodbye. And then we went home. And literally within 5 minutes the phone rang.
everything else that happens in the sea.
Jellyfish.
Seaweed. My wife has dived loads of times, and the one promise I made about going to Australia was that I would overcome my
Petrification.
whatever the word is and go diving. And the first time I realised I'd actually have to make good on this was when I was suited up in a kind of wetsuit. Okay, ready? Oh, yeah. You can do it. Thank you. Which, by the way, is not a flattering thing to wear. Tank on the back and goggles. And there were 4 of us. We were going in like groups of 4, so it was my wife and me and 2 other people. Be polite. I'm high. And they said,
So, who's the person who's not dived in at all?
and they pointed at me. And everyone had a whispered conversation about, well, you'll have to look after him and blah, blah. And then they said, well, okay, so you've got to fall forward right into the water. We're going to go in 1, 2, 3.
And they actually kneed me in the back as I was going into the water.
It was horrible. I cried. Right, okay, so what I'm going to
Some people know that I'm
if that's right,
know
okay,
you can do, and then
keep you updated with our progress. And of course, and then come and see you if you want. Yeah.
And then probably the best thing about it when I sat up and my headache had gone, because you know when you have sex,
we love that you're here supporting us for our first time at the Fringe. Yeah, if you liked us, please feel free to go and tell friends and family or anyone who's around in Edinburgh. If you didn't like us, then just tell people who you don't like, and then we can bore them for half an hour instead. Yeah, that's also, if you're free now, then there's a production of Cabaret over in Greenside, which we saw a few days ago, which was amazing. Also, take a look through the programme, because the others we've seen, Exit Stage Left, top notch. And then we went to, and then we went to see earlier today, Importance of Being Earnest, which was amazing. So yeah, thanks for going, and feel free to go and see them, we'd love that. Any feedback as well, top notch. Thank you very much. Thank you.